Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the long-awaited installment of Buried Treasures. Now, it's been a long time since I haven't done one, and tonight's game we're going to look at is a game that has been forgotten called Yo Noid. Now, here's a question that you're going to ask. Who is the Noid anyway? Well, he is a goofy red character with long ears whose mission is to ruin pizzas from Domino's, which is one of those ads you've seen on TV from the 1980s. In 1990, Capcom released a game based on Domino's mascot, and you may think a licensed game such as Yo Noid will suck, right? Wrong, and let me tell you, this was one of the best and addicting games ever, so why don't we just start and explain about it, shall we? It starts out with a Noid being sent by the mayor to help save the city of New York from being destroyed by evil creatures led by Mr. Green. But let's get to the actual gameplay instead of talking about the story. So we jump to the first stage, and what you do is kill all enemies in your path using your yo-yo, getting from point A to point B without dying. And guess how many hits you take? That's right, folks, one f***ing hit and you'll be sent back to point A. There are no checkpoints, so you better be careful. That bar below, well, let me tell you what it is. It's a scroll bar. To fill your scroll bar, you have to collect scrolls. The small one will fill up 1 block, the big one will fill up 5 blocks. You can use your yo-yo to open the big scroll, revealing the spell you'll get. The light burst spell will allow you to emit a flash, killing most enemies. The pizza crusher spell will make you kill enemies on land, but not enemies on air. The dark noid spell will make you turn all black, allowing you to move faster and jump higher. You may find some scrolls that contain an extra life and the Yashichi, which you've probably seen it before in one of the Mega Man games that makes you invincible. Controls in this game are tight and responsive from jumping and throwing your yo-yo, which is pretty good. And by the way, to activate your spell, you have to hold both down and B in order to activate it. At the end, you'll enter a pizza eating contest, and you won't believe who the bosses are. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. These are your end bosses. And to defeat the boss, you have to eat as many pizzas in order for you to move on to the next stage. Here's how it works. The boss chooses a card first, then you select a card with a higher number the boss has selected. You also have bonus cards. The pepper card will cause the boss to not eat the pizza he has selected. Same thing with the hot sauce, except when he eats the pizza, he spits it out. You might want to use them just in case he uses a card with a higher number. The Roman 2 symbol will double the amount of pizza you have selected. The Roman 3 symbol will triple the amount of pizza you have selected as well. And where do you get these bonus cards? Well, simple. You go around in the levels to find them, and you might want to keep on using your yo-yo for them to appear out of thin air. And here's something funny is that, why the f*** is the Noid eating pizzas when he's supposed to be ruining them? I mean, come on, I've seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles eat pizzas, but this is ridiculous. Seriously, the Noid eating pizzas?
Give me a fucking break, man!
Now we jump to the second stage, which is the ice level, where the floor is slippery and also avoiding ice, ice boulders falling from the sky. There are bonus games hidden in a bunch of levels, which I managed to find only once for the first time. And what you do is whack a lot of guys coming out of holes, like whack-a-mole. Once you hit them as many as you can with your hammer, you move on to the next stage. And what's really cool is that you can actually bypass the pizza eating contest right after you complete the bonuses. Graphics in this game are bright, colorful, cartoony, detailed, and impressive for 1990. The music has such a catchy soundtrack, but it can get annoying at times. Unfortunately, the game has a harsh difficulty, which makes it pretty damn challenging. There are 14 levels for you to encounter, and there are some really fun ones, but I find the first level to be very boring. In the third stage, you're riding on a skateboard, and instead of using your yo-yo, you have to kill your enemies with your skateboard by timing it in a weird specific way. But there's also another way to kill enemies. When you're going down the hill, you'll start flashing, making yourself invincible. However, this game was adapted from a game in Japan called Mass Ninja Hanamaru, which I never bothered to play that game, but I will in the near future. Also, when I first played Yo Noid, I thought it was going to be complete utter turtle vomit, but instead, this was a really great game, and a very addicting one. I would highly recommend for you guys to try it out. I swear to God, you will be hooked. You can buy it online like eBay, Amazon, or other sites that have used games, or download it on a ROM. It doesn't fucking matter. So we come to the close of another installment of Buried Treasures. As always, Kirby's, get out on stage and do what you gotta do.